Hello there. Welcome to Ewok Talk, a podcast about all things Star Wars. Back at it again. I'm Nicholas Koss, here with
Mo.
And I'm Diana, as per usual.
This is your first time listening in. You're in for a treat. This is the best Star Wars podcast, at least in America.
Oh, big time.
The best Star Wars podcasts come from Vietnam.
We're never going to beat them.
Yeah.
I think the listeners should know, Nick, that you actually do the hello there original every time we record. It's not like a recording. It's just done perfectly every time.
Another fun fact is that I usually just use the one that we've been using for a while. Unless it's particularly better. It's just more... Listen, I had to edit a 3-hour thing.
Yeah, look at him.
All right, well, this isn't that interesting, so cut all that out.
No, it's interesting.
I thought it would be nice, but whatever.
Yeah, so big news. Republic Commando re-released PS4 and Switch, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Originally on the PC and the Xbox way back in 2005.
Wow, a
Yeah.
switcheroo.
Yeah, and I gotta say, playing it on the PS4 has been really nice. The graphics aren't really blurry and crappy from the version I used to play on the Xbox. I still haven't beat the first third of the game yet. I've never been to there's 3 planets, Geonosis, then I think you're on a ship, and then you're on Kashyyyk for the last third. I've still never actually gotten to that ship part yet.
Yeah, well, me neither, but it's not our fault. I mean, the game came out 2-3 days ago. What is it, April 10th now?
Yeah, I don't really have any hope, though, that I'm going to beat the game without invincibility cheats.
Oh, yeah? You think it's a little too hard?
Yeah, it gets really tough, I think.
That's how they used to be, those games, way back when. And it's funny because I'm glad this is getting a re-release because there were so many games in 2005 that were like...
Pretty much all the classic ones you can think of. Yeah.
In fact, in the Star Wars universe alone, we had Lego Star Wars come out in 2005, Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. So if you were a Star Wars fan in 2005, I mean, there's just the chances you were getting this game in particular, I don't know.
Yeah, because this was exclusive to Xbox and PC. So I remember, I think we've talked about, even as a kid, it was on some DVD extra, and I got to watch the trailer over and over again, but I didn't have an Xbox, so I was like, I guess maybe I'll never play that.
Yeah.
What is the premise of the game? Because I don't know much about Star Wars games.
So you are the leader of a squad of Republic Commandos who are elite clone troopers, and the game starts actually at the Battle of Geonosis, so the beginning of the Clone Wars.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, all the 4 clones have different voice actors, which was, I think a weird choice, but it works well. Like, it's nice that they all have different personalities. They have a lot of really good... They got a lot of really good banter throughout the whole game.
I was there at the beginning. They didn't really explain why they had different voices. When
they're not really supposed to sound... I mean, they're not hiding that it's different voice actors, but there's no explanation for why they sound so drastically different.
Yeah, because, one of them's like, I'll kill those flying
fucks.
Oh, he's like casually...
Geonosians.
Maybe so it's just less confusing. We're just like, this guy's just talking to himself.
Right. Yeah, Tamora Morrison actually plays the main character.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Your POV character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be confusing if you just had him talking to himself the whole game. I mean, it'd be confusing no matter what person did all 4 voices, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point.
Raises incredible questions about when clones are talking to each other. It must be very confusing to be in a group conversation.
Okay, tag yourself. I'm baby clone.
Well, yeah, I would disagree there. I mean, it's different when it's a video game. I mean, the Clone Wars series, it's pretty evident that D. Bradley Baker, can make little adjustments to the voice for each clone, and they have their own distinct personality that stands out pretty well.
Yeah, but even if you're at a clone house party, and people are just going crazy, going off, someone says a hilarious joke and nobody can take credit for it. I don't know. It sounds like this podcast. Hey,
well, I feel like you'd all make the argument that since you're all clones, you're all equally funny. Right?
I don't know.
No.
I mean, definitely not true because, different personalities develop and whatnot. But I'm just saying the people who aren't that funny would make that argument.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Lamos.
In other news, I think you wanted to bring up some subreddit.
Yeah. Lots of craziness on the PrequelMemes subreddit recently. I know a lot of Star Wars fans happen to go there. I get, all of my memes from there personally. I'm like rating it like a piggy bank. Anyhow, the other day, someone put up this Ahsoka meme. In fact, I'll show it to you, but kids can look it up online. Basically, it was like Ahsoka being like, "Wah," and then being like, and it's like telling
it's like the Drake
boy,
meme.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Telling the guy
yeah.
that you like him in real life and posting it on PrequelMemes because he's a man of culture. And then the title says, "Hey, Owen, in case you sort by new." And it's just like took off. And every meme for the next 12 hours is like, where's Owen? Bring me Owen. And then people are like posting Owen Lars.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What are we talking about this guy for?
Wow.
Until finally. Oh, my favorite one was like 13 hours later. And it's like Krennic, like, is he blind? But eventually Owen actually shows up.
He does show up.
Really?
Yeah.
So he shows up, and he was like, "Oh my God, I was in my uni class." Ugh, one of those British Star Wars fans.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, I was in my uni class, but oh my God, it's me. And they were like, "Oh my God." And everyone was so excited. And then like the next meme I saw was like the first meme. And then it was like, he sees the post. "You guys don't get instantly married. He explains his reasoning and you guys will remain friends." And I'm just like,
It was a no from Owen. But there's a reason behind it. Right?
Yeah, he had recently, I like how I'm just talking about this guy's personal life.
No, you gotta complete the story.
It's true.
Yeah.
He had recently gotten out of a relationship and he's just not in a place where he could give the original author, the Uegrea, Eudrea, whatever.
I don't know.
He couldn't give her what she deserved in a relationship, and that's beautiful.
Yeah. That's reasonable.
If I made that meme, if I asked someone out with that great meme, I would be so pissed if that was the answer. I'm just sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, bro. If you made the meme, if it was a guy who made the meme, every post would be, "He's a simp lord."
True.
There it is.
That's true.
But now, have you ever heard the tale of Eudrea, the friend zoned?
Oh my God, that's good.
Oh, good times.
But yeah, now we are men of culture.
Yeah,
You're
that's
welcome.
right. That's right.
Very good. The other morning, I was thinking about how there's literally going to be a billion Star Wars shows coming out and, movies and, I don't know, probably games in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of insane that, Star Wars has existed since 1977. We've only had Star Wars for 44 years on this planet.
Wow.
And in just the past 10 years, Disney has more than doubled the amount of live action content. Like ever since Disney had it, we've had, 5 films so far and 2 seasons of The Mandalorian.
Right.
Wow.
Plus some little, animated stuff here and there too, but
A lot of Star Wars content.
a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's going to get exponentially larger.
Well, this makes my question moot, but do you feel like it's too much?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm afraid that I don't know if people are ever going to be as excited for Star Wars as they once were.
I'm kind of mixed on it because I do feel that we'll talk about like the things that we quote unquote know are coming out, but considering what I want from Star Wars, which is this vast universe and blah, 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 Disney is kind of the only company that can navigate through and like be able to experiment with different types of like storylines and different like factions of Star Wars. So I think that's cool. I think it really just comes down to what they try to focus on. Because I can't do more Skywalker shit forever.
Yeah, no, I think the plan is to never do Skywalker stuff again.
Yeah, if that's the plan, I'm
point.
like, okay, I can get behind that. I'm not saying everything will be great, but it's a good direction.
Yeah, you've got a point. I think it's probably going to be, it's going to be closer to, I think, how the DC or Marvel franchises, operate in terms of, I guess, I don't know, but not really similar to how they do their movies, but the fan base will probably divide more and more into subcultures of like, oh, well, I just really like Clone Wars. That's really just the only Star Wars I really care about. Or man, I just really like The Mandalorian, and I mean, all other Star Wars is fine, but The Mandalorian, that's Star Wars to me.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna like so much divide people in terms of like, well, I hate this, but I love this. It's probably gonna be a point where even big Star Wars fans are not gonna follow all of these shows.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be impossible to know everything about Star Wars, which is fine with me.
Yeah, I mean, so thus far, for me, being a huge Star Wars guy and liking to rewatch things a million times as it is, it's been pretty easy for me to keep up with what has happened, like, and retain all that information throughout all the films and shows and whatnot so far. I can't really imagine I'm going to be able to do that in the future.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the only thing that gives me hope is that, Marvel simps don't seem to grow tired of it, so there's no reason I should. And the only thing I want, and I've read the rundown, so I know my hopes will be instantly dashed here, but I just don't want to see X-Wings no more, man. I just don't. You're ruining it. You're driving it into the ground.
I agree. I mean, I think, I totally agree with you. Rogue One gave us, like, an amazing look at how modern films can make X-Wings look, and the sequel trilogy did some stuff with that too, and I think that's all we need.
That's all we need. That's all we need.
We also have Star Wars Squadrons or whatever.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that game. But
Mo doesn't like that game. I haven't even tried to play it.
Yeah, I have no interest in that.
It's not worth it. Just save your money. Save your $60 and just eat it.
I'd assume people who are like infatuated with X-Wings or TIE fighters would probably really like it.
No, they won't, because you were just inside the thing the whole time. You don't even get to see yourself flying in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's in VR. Like, that's one of the big draws to it.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So that might be really cool. But my point is, we already have, even after Disney took over, so much. Before Disney took over, we already had enough, like, representations of X-Wing stuff, in my opinion, in comics and games and things. And now we have way more than we need. If you're one of the fans who's like, no, I miss X-Wings, just like,
miss
what? Yeah.
How?
Dude, they were here like 30 seconds ago.
X-Wings are never really gone.
I think that, I like where the Mandalorian was with the new, what is it called?
Oh yeah, they were even in the, I forgot they were in the Mandalorian. They're there too. They're everywhere.
They're in the, exactly. Yeah, I like the New Republic. So New Republic stuff is cool with me. Just less X-Wing stuff in particular. But yeah, I like the Mandalorian for its sparing use of X-Wings and its different use of X-Wings.
That's the only reason why I like the Mandalorian.
If I put one more X-Wing in that goddamn show, I
swear to God, I'm gonna kill
everything
that
else
Baby
is
Yoda.
garbage, but their usage of X-Wings.
Choice.
Chef's kiss.
So the thing that we know probably the most about is the Bad Batch series, which is coming out May 4th, and is going to be centering around those enhanced or altered clones right after Order 66 and Revenge of the Sith. And it seems like they're going to be going up against their own clone brothers or the New Empire or whatever. So what do you guys think about that?
I'll tell you, I'm not excited because I don't really, know them at all, but I like the character archetypes that they put down. I do like that. And I feel like they weren't really fleshed out just because the Clone Wars had so much stuff going on. How could they? So I'm optimistic that if the characters are, a little more fleshed out, it'd be a very interesting program. But at the same time, it's just Star Wars A-Team, I guess. So
yeah, I'm not as familiar with
this
bunch. This batch. But when it first came out, I was just confused by like, oh, I guess we're doing this now. But yeah, no, I don't really have many expectations on it at all, but I will watch it and
I think the backstory is that they're genetically modified clones. Is that right?
Yeah.
One thing I thought that was fun is like the one real genetic modification is like the giant strong guy.
Yeah, that guy's huge.
Everyone else is like kind of normal. I mean, I don't know. There's the leader.
Strong guy, sniper guy.
Genetically modified into a sniper.
Brainy guy. The Donatello dude. Yeah. The leader is like Rambo, and he's like a Pathfinder tracker man who can sense energy.
He can sense electromagnetic fields or electric pulses or something like that. Yeah.
I'm not really super excited about these characters so much. I'm excited about the time period that it takes place in. Really interested in that. I wish we weren't following these guys specifically, but I think it's going to be cool. I think it's probably going to change my mind about these characters. I think they were kind of just cheesy in that one arc that we saw. And I think, like you said, they're going to develop these personalities more. And especially through these dark times, we're probably going to grow to like them.
What's funny is that the first thing I thought when I saw this on the rundown, before I read it too closely, was like, oh, that would be neat if they, brought in some different voice actors and like really developed it's coming out in like 3 weeks.
Hey, have you seen the trailers?
I haven't. Was I supposed to do that?
Well, you could have, but it's fine. There's actually like some sort of little girl character that's going to be in it too, like called Omega. People are speculating that may possibly be a genetic mutation of the Jango Fett genome, had like created a little girl clone or something.
Oh.
No one has any solid idea of what that is yet. But
I've always felt like girls are just a genetic mutation of Jango Fett also.
yeah, naturally.
So nothing new.
Yeah.
But I guess the big thing is that people think, I mean, I thought so as well, that the inclusion of that character right now feels a little awkward, very much like trying to throw a Baby Yoda in the crew.
Oh, no.
But we'll see. We have no idea what's going to happen.
I can't wait till we podcast about this a month from now.
We're like, this is so good.
Maybe, yeah.
We're going to have to strike our opinions from the past, delete this episode.
Possibly. The next thing that's coming out that we got on the list is the Book of Boba Fett. That's supposed to be coming out in December of this year.
Right. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it, honestly. I was never really excited about seeing Boba Fett again.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really know what they could possibly do with him. But after seeing, that little tease at the end of the season of Mandalorian 2,
right,
I am excited to see whatever Boba Fett gets up to.
Because they're including Robert Rodriguez for the series, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he's directing or if he's just producing, but...
Yeah, but I think that he understands Boba Fett in a physical level, if that makes sense. Just based on that episode that we saw of The Mandalorian. One, I do like Boba Fett, and two, I think that it's going to look cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I'm still, okay, so shout out to our stupid fans here. I'm still caught up on it being called The Book of. I'm just like, yo, what's the book? It's 3 episodes? Like, I don't get it.
It's a show.
I think people have just mentioned that, Mandalorian has been coming out in chapters, so.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Speaking of which, The Mandalorian Season 3, we have no idea when that's coming out, but I think that's supposed to be in production this year.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with that.
What are they going to do with that?
Yeah, because,
I'm concerned a bit. Not really concerned, but I have literally no expectation of what it could be.
Like, I'm sure that they'll figure out something because they're the ones who wrote it, but now they also have to... Not that Gina Carano was like a huge character in The Mandalorian, but she was part of it and probably had some kind of role. So removing her from that...
I don't think that's going to affect it in the slightest.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
You don't think Gina Carano?
Not The Mandalorian, no. I don't think that season 3 was planned to take place directly like seconds after that scene. Therefore, I feel like Mando could just not see her in the 3rd season.
What happened to Cara Dune? She dead.
Well, maybe she joined the Republic, and that's why he doesn't see her. Very easy explanation. I mean, like,
yeah.
I gotta say, there's no thought in my mind about Gina Carano being important to the Mandalorian season 3.
Gina Carano's character is just played by the guy who plays Grieve Karga now.
Yep, he just
I've
plays
always
both.
looked like this, Mando.
Yeah, plays both now.
Or
maybe they just recast her and just like don't address that it's a different person, like how Don Cheadle plays War Machine. Maybe, who knows?
I've always looked like this, Tony. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, she just has to come in and say some line like, "Yeah, I've been working out" or something.
I've been here since the beginning. Everyone gives them a look.
She's got like a tattoo on her face now. I don't know.
When all this news started coming out, I thought the 3-episode Book of Boba Fett thing and the Mandalorian thing were like the same. And to me, that made more sense to have 3-episode epilogue of the Mandalorian.
Yeah, sure.
where like he runs into baby Grogu somewhere and it's like, oh, I love you. Yeah, we just get to do the whole reunion again. That's great. But now it's going to be like 8 episodes of plot. I mean, they've got the Mandalorian. I'm sorry, all of this is so far from my brain. The Queen of Mandalore.
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan. Yeah, we can follow that arc, right? Presumably. There's more there, right? We kind of left off like she wanted something from...
She wanted that darksaber.
Darksaber,
Now Mando has a darksaber. So now what happens?
So now we got... Okay, there we go. Now we're bringing it together.
Right. I can see how they wrap up that. I don't know if they're going to make a season 3 without having Grogu at all in it. You know, I don't really see a way where that fits.
Yeah, like
bringing him back.
He's the other main character.
Yeah, I do think that all the Baby Yoda simps are going to be really sad that he's not around, you know? So, like, you know, I don't know. That's just such a integral part of the show. I can't see what the 3rd season could be.
I'm calling it. Okay. It's going to be like, it's either going to be alternating episodes, or even worse, they'll do half the episode about Baby Grogu's training and the other half about Mando.
It's like those shows like Baby Yoda in like preschool days.
Are we ever going to see a teen Yoda? You think
I'm
teenage Yoda?
Not in The Mandalorian.
That fills me with tremendous dread.
I don't want to be a Jedi.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say maybe...
I'm Groot.
My only speculation is that maybe at the end of Mando season 3, we will see Grogu like training at like Luke's Jedi temple, which would be a cool thing to see.
Whoa, yeah, more.
Yeah,
hey,
I would like to
Luke.
see. Yeah, I would like to see. Oh,
yeah, even if we don't really see Luke much, it would be just cool to see the new Jedi Academy that he had started.
Do you think they're gonna cast that guy as Luke?
I was about to say
Sebastian Stan.
Well, Sebastian Stan, well, you know, he said in an interview that the only way he'd be willing to play that character is if Mark Hamill directly gave him his blessing. And I know Mark Hamill posted something like, "Oh,
yeah,
look
sure,
at,
whatever."
look at we could look alike, or my son, or something like that."
No, but then Mark Hamill said that like I don't have the hiring power at Lucasfilms. Like he's like he basically gave him the blessing, but it didn't mean anything. Like Lucasfilm has to decide to do it.
Right.
Yeah, so maybe we will. I mean, that'd be cool. I think that guy could do a good job.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Why are you guys being so weak about this? We have the power over Disney executives to do what
we...
We gotta play it cool, man.
Right.
Oh, I'm
We
sorry.
have to make it feel like it's their decision.
We just gotta say stuff on the podcast. It's like Inception. We have
you
to
know
plant
nothing
the
about
seed.
manipulation.
I was about
Right.
to say Manipulation 101 with Diana.
Yeah.
She's nuts.
So yeah, cool. I think we're all excited to see what happens in The Mandalorian season 3. I think that's gonna be the end, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, what else are they gonna do?
can't
Season
possibly
5.
be a season 4.
Old man Mando.
college years.
Oh, you never visit me anymore.
That'd be cool if they did like a big time jump for one last episode or something.
Teen Yoda, I'm telling you.
Well, here's what I want to
I
know.
don't want to be a Jedi. I just want to listen to 21 Pilots.
Well, that's the question I want answered. Is it a genetic thing where he says 21 pilots I want to listen to, not JV Jedi?
No, that was just that weird ass Yoda.
That's just
Grogu
Yoda
speaks
being
in
a
like
dick.
regular English.
Yeah.
Catch on, I thought it would.
Moving along, we have the Ahsoka series that's going to be coming out. Apparently, she's going to be, it's at least rumored that she's going to be looking for Grand Admiral Thrawn, who she was talking about at the end of that episode,
Yep.
and trying to find Ezra Bridger.
I know who that is.
And I'm, fairly excited. I really like Ahsoka, right?
Yeah, no,
as a
I
character.
agree.
But I also think, I almost feel the same way about her as X-Wings. I'm like, I've had enough of Ahsoka, I think, honestly, guys.
I don't feel that way necessarily. I am curious to see.
I'm not, really exhausted, but I'm just saying, Ahsoka's really cool, but if we keep using her so much and, wearing out her welcome, she's not going to be so cool anymore,
I see
in
what
my opinion.
No, I see what you mean by that. I guess I'm curious as to who they would cast as Ezra. That would help me form an opinion more.
Yeah.
Well, that I'm sure will be a reveal, so I don't think you're going to ever know that until we watch the show.
Jonah Hill.
Why?
Jonah Hill.
Ahsoka.
But I'm interested.
No, it's going to be what's his face.
Adam
his
Driver.
buddy. No, Joe.
Channing Tatum.
No, who's the other one? Oh, it's Michael Cera.
I mean, I would accept that to be.
Oh, hey, Ahsoka. How's it going?
Oh, hey, you know,
Cool.
the Force.
That's all we got on that one. All right.
No, but
Darth Vader.
I am looking forward to an Ahsoka series. I think it'll be cool as long as it's not all of it is in that like jagged follow like camera work
Yeah,
that Dave
if we don't
Filoni.
have her do like the horror POV cam, that'd be nice.
It's all horror POV.
It's the Blair Witch Project, but in Star Wars.
Right. But I am excited to see Rosario Dawson continue to portray Ahsoka. I'm sure it'll actually be, better than what we've seen in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Seeing as many people had strong opinions about her appearance and things, they'll probably change what she looks like a bit in terms of costuming and stuff. And, I'm sure Rosario Dawson will be more comfortable in the role as it goes along. So I'm excited. I think it'll be a fun series to
Right.
watch. And I think it'll be better than her portrayal in The Mandalorian.
I'm not gonna die on this hill, but I just don't want the white lightsaber. I just don't want it. Just give me something else. But fine, if you have it, fine. I'll watch it.
Well, that's her
Unhappily.
thing. I mean, that's just her thing. You
Yeah,
can't really just take that away from her.
It's symbolic.
Yeah. And, I do agree with you, Mo, there. I mean, like, white for a lightsaber color is the least visually interesting.
Why can't she also have purple?
Right.
Why is it?
Because if you don't check the Instagram, she didn't ask George Lucas for it, so there you go.
Yeah. If only she would have asked. But yeah.
You might get purple.
All right. And then, so I guess moving on now to Rangers of the New Republic. This is kind of a series that I don't think any of the three of us are really particularly interested in. It seems like exactly what we were talking about that we don't really care about seeing. I don't know. The New Republic, that part of the Star Wars universe is kind of so tainted by the sequel trilogy that like I don't really care at all about it.
Well, is it? Because we were in the New Republic for about 15 minutes and then it was destroyed, so.
Yeah, right. I don't know. You're right. We don't really know anything about the New Republic. Yeah, we'll see. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but it just seems like when you get rid of it without barely seeing any of it in The Force Awakens, it clearly wasn't really meant to matter at all.
Is it supposed to be like a Cara Dune spin-off? Is that like the main thing?
She was supposed to be in it, but I don't know. I don't know what.
How much her
specifically.
involvement? Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think they should follow through with it. If our main thread with it was Cara Dune, because obviously that's the thing. But yeah, no, I just don't see it being particularly.
But like I
interesting.
said, if they just Don Cheadle it, I'm sure they can.
I hope they get Don Cheadle specifically. He's just the guy.
Hey, I'm Cara Dune. I'm here. Deal with it.
I hope it's specifically Don Cheadle from Ocean's 11.
When he's got like the British accent.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be good, I think. But what's interesting is that I think the Book of Boba Fett, maybe Mando Season 3, Ahsoka, and the Rangers of the New Republic, from things that Kathleen Kennedy has said, it seems like they're going to culminate together in some sort of like big event at the end of the
Like a big old Marvel thing, right?
Ooh. Is this the beginning of the Star Wars cinematic universe?
This is the beginning.
SWCU.
Wow, Swaka. I'm a Swaka simp.
That sounds like a thing you don't want to be part of.
Sounds like something Australians do that they don't want to talk about.
But yeah, I mean,
Swaka.
but yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. The thought of those things like threading together, that's interesting. We haven't really seen anything like that in Star Wars before. So if they're going to do it right, I think it'll be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then moving on, we got Andor coming out in 2022. Why is this guy laughing?
I don't know.
Every time I mention something, every time I'm like, let's
You
move
get
on to the
your
next
giggles
series.
out.
And he's like,
I'm excited. Jesus.
I don't know why he's so
For
laughing.
those listening at home, don't ever be happy, or Nick will shit on you for it live.
Yes, cry.
It feels him. But yeah, what were you thinking of?
Okay, you want to know what I was thinking?
Well, yeah.
Did he say the name of the thing yet?
Andor.
If there ain't an episode where he's 6 years old, I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, he would be in the Clone Wars at that point.
Oh, is that right? Is that when he said he was in that fight? Oh,
But he said he doesn't mention what he's talking about. He's just like, I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old. So that implies that he's been like, I don't know how old he is in Rogue One.
12.
But he was definitely talking about the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Well, bro, everyone was kind of involved then, I guess, right? It was a galactic war, That's like some 6-year-old in World War II
I
being
mean,
like...
Yeah, but Jin wasn't really.
For him to claim that, I think
Right?
there's more involvement on his part.
Oh, I see, yeah. I want him to get into some schoolyard fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I like Diego Luna. I want to see him again in
Yeah,
Star Wars.
I really like that character. Probably my favorite character from Rogue One. So I am excited to see it. And I think Diego Luna is cool.
Yeah, and I guess K2SO
My favorite character.
and Mon Mothma are going to be back, which is cool, K2SO, fun character.
Oh, I
cool
love that
design.
guy.
Alan Tudyk's great.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this sounds awesome. I don't really have anything bad to say.
This reminds me of another meme, going back to what we talked about at the beginning. K2SO going like, congratulations, you're being shipped. Please do not resist. About Owen.
Oh,
You guys forgot about Owen already?
Okay.
Oh.
I would have laughed if I got it.
All right, I'll tell it again. K2SO. You said you would laugh.
I was going to ask if you guys think do you think it'll be more of a grittier perspective of Star Wars? Just because, Cassian is a little more, cold-blooded.
Yeah. He's a
and I
would
like to see that. I think that'd be interesting. But then again, this is Disney. But then again, Disney has been delving into more darker topics, like series, like WandaVision is like surprisingly dark if you think about it. So yeah, I wonder if that's something you anticipate.
That'd probably be a good arc to go on too, because when we meet him, he literally. He killed that guy, that informant.
Right, yeah.
And he had to, and I get it, but that's ice cold,
Yeah,
So
like
how
he
do you
didn't think
get there?
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a show about him having to make a lot of hard decisions, which will be cool to see.
Yeah.
Moving along to one of probably the most anticipated projects in the works right now is the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I think, woo!
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my
Deborah
god.
Chow, she's going to be directing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 10 years after the Revenge of the Sith. And I guess Hayden's coming back, play Vader to some capacity. And Kathleen Kennedy has said that Obi-Wan and Vader are going to have the rematch of the century in this show. So that makes me very excited.
I want to know more about that for sure.
Everything about this show makes me excited, minus not having Jar Jar Binks in it.
The only thing that doesn't make me excited about the show is Kumail Nanjiani, just because I'm tired of him.
Whoa.
I've seen him in like a billion things.
What do you got against Indian representation?
I don't have anything against Indian representation.
You heard
Maybe
it here.
you can
She said-
find there are other brown people that can play a character. We don't have to immediately go to Kumail Nanjiani or Aziz Ansari. The only worst person you could pick for this role is Aziz Ansari.
Oh, look. I like him a lot more than Aziz Ansari.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a given. But I mean, we had Riz Ahmed, and that was good. Bodhi?
Yeah, Riz Ahmed, is he a comedic actor, though?
Not really. He's been in a lot of dramatic stuff.
Yeah, because I feel like the first thing I think about for Aziz Ansari and this guy are more like comedic actor.
Comedy centric.
Oh, yeah? Well, then Kumail's your guy. Not Aziz. Sorry, Aziz.
Not Aziz.
You've done a lot.
Aziz is...
You've done enough.
I don't know. I think both their shtick is kind of like just, I'm the kind of annoying guy.
That they play the same role,
They just both have nasally voices and...
Oh yeah, Obi-Wan. That's what you're going to do, Obi-Wan. You're going to go and defeat the whole Empire with a laser sword.
Higher pitch.
Oh yeah, Obi-Wan.
Higher.
Oh yeah, Obi-Wan.
So it's either Aziz Ansari, Kumail Nanjiani, or the brown guy from The Big Bang Theory. Those are your only choices.
I mean, I feel like we got way too caught up talking about that.
I respect all of these actors. I hate their characters.
But Moses Ingram is Jolene from The Queen's Gambit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Jolene.
Someone hasn't watched The Queen's Gambit.
Who? Where? F that guy.
Oh, that's a good show. But yeah, you know what's awesome is that Joel Edgerton, which I forgot was in Star Wars, and Bonnie P.A.'s. I don't know how they pronounce that.
P-ass.
P.S.E.
You think I'm joking?
Well, they're returning to play Owen and Beru Lars, which makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense, obviously, because they portrayed them in the prequels. That's really cool that
Yeah.
they're coming back for it. That must mean we're going to see a young Luke, right?
Sebastian Sam.
Sebastian Stan.
Oh, Sebastian Stan. Childhood footage of him like in Arizona. There he is, Luke Skywalker.
He's the
There
Winter
he is.
Soldier.
Can I give you guys my read of how the series will open?
Yeah. Okay. Make it
Okay.
quick.
Why? We got a time limit or something?
No, but I'm not amused already.
My expectations are very low.
Okay, ready? It's black. The black fades open. It's Obi-Wan. He's looking right at the camera and he says, "Hello there." Camera turns around. He's talking to Dexter. Oh yeah!
I
That's
would
the
love
theme
that
song.
opening.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
saving the world.
That'd be amazing. But yeah, no, I think everyone's excited. Like literally everyone on the planet is excited for Obi-Wan, the series. I cannot wait to see it. I'm so happy Hayden's coming back.
Oh yeah, same here. Does anyone want to read his quote? Nick, anyone? Nick, in Hayden's voice?
No, you can read it.
No, I would much rather. You were so good at it.
What?
When have I done an impression of Hayden?
Are you serious? Every day he's like, "It's Obi-Wan's fault, Master. I can't wait to be on the Obi-Wan series."
Had
Master.
me.
Read the quote.
Well, I'm not going to do that. So
Okay, fine. "It was such an incredible journey playing Anakin Skywalker. Of course, Anakin and Obi-Wan weren't on the greatest terms when we last saw them.
What does he mean by that?
They were..."
they were chilling. Come on.
Oh, you got me so good. You got me. It will be interesting. I'm just saying you'd be better at this, Nick. I'm not going to finish the quote. Look it up if you want to hear the rest.
He's excited to work with Ewan again. It feels good to be back, according to Hayden Christensen. And I imagine it is great.
Yeah, it's going to be dope. But let's move on to some of the other stuff that's coming out. There's a show called The Acolyte that's going to be created by the Russian doll showrunner, Leslie Headland.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I guess it's going to be a mystery thriller that's going to take us into a galaxy of shadowy secrets
Ooh.
and emerging dark side's power in the final days of the High Republic era.
That was an amazing Anakin. Why didn't you do that 5 seconds ago?
Right, yeah.
the
That was
Anakin.
Anakin.
You guys watch Star Wars?
But yeah, so I guess this is going to take place like hundreds of years before the prequels in the new High Republic era that they've been like making books for.
Yeah,
Right?
no, I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's gonna look cool. I hope they
This-
use that song again.
Yeah.
What?
Gotta get up, gotta get up,
gotta get up.
Have you seen Russian Doll?
No.
You have to
I
watch
haven't.
Russian
No,
Doll. It's
I
very
don't.
good.
No.
It's a good song. I'm really excited to see a show that seems like it's going to be focusing mainly on a dark side, like
Yeah.
user, from their point of view or whatever.
That's
That'd be
gonna
really
be
cool.
dope. That's gonna be really fucking cool.
Yeah, very awesome.
Setting, dope. Plot, dope. Showrunner, probably dope. So I think this is a win. This is the one I'm most excited for besides the Obi-Wan one. And finally, something in the High Republic era.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I wonder how many like Siths and Jedis is going to be running around.
Yo! None.
Two sis.
This is way before that, I think. Anyway, next up is Rogue Squadron, which is a film that Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman, is going to be doing. I don't mean to sound rude, but I just don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, can we skip this one? I don't care about this.
I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but who fucking cares?
I'm sure it'll be fun enough, but like we said, like I just don't care about X-Wings anymore.
I haven't seen any of the Wonder Women, so there's that. I don't know.
Right, yeah. Those movies, I don't know how well her voice, gets to shine through because those are big DC properties.
That's true as well.
Taika Waititi is going to be making a Star Wars film, and I guess he's co-writing with Christy Wilson Cairns?
Here.
She wrote 1917.
Whoa.
Did you see that?
I did. You know, I didn't, and some people have been recommending it to me since the day it came out. So how long?
People
has it been?
have been recommending this to me since 1917.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's watch that movie sometime. But Taika Waititi.
Oh,
I don't think he can do any wrong.
yeah.
My only concern is that, he is so goofy that, well, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm ready to see a goofy Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Like, we've had too many things that are trying to take itself too seriously. And
I'm sorry. The only thing
great.
I imagine is like, a goofy movie. It's like a goofy Star Wars movie.
what is your brain, mashed potatoes?
Oh.
You don't think a yuck?
No. Okay.
I just think this is a huge missed opportunity to not have Taika work on the Acolyte, so we could have what we do in the shadows in Star Wars.
But that'd be pretty funny.
Oh, I'm a Sith
As like
user.
I'm a Sith,
but I'm
yeah.
not evil. Bzz, bzz.
Yeah, actually, no.
yeah, the dark side.
That would be actually. Somebody pitched that.
We just did.
Play cool.
Wait. If that happened, it would perhaps be cool.
Yeah. There's an idea.
Yeah, it would probably be very profitable.
Yeah.
I would pay money to see that. Yeah, you got that?
I would buy a lot of those toys.
Maybe we should just make a sketch series about that.
Oh.
That'd be pretty good.
All right, never mind. We didn't hear anything.
Shut up.
Yeah, but that's gonna be fun. We don't know anything about it, so there's not really much else to say. Another thing we don't really know anything about is apparently there's gonna be a Lando series.
Will that be with Donald Glover?
We don't know.
Okay. I vote no.
I like Lando, but I feel like if you're gonna do something with him,
Every episode.
I don't know. I feel the same way about having a series about him as I did with having the legacy characters in the sequel trilogy. It's just like, I don't really want to. Their story's over. It's too late. Sorry.
Yeah, I said Rogue Squadron was the one I was least excited about, but this is technically the one I'm least excited about because I don't care about Lando.
Unless
I like Lando
the premise is
in the
episode,
original trilogy.
A new bitch. That's the only way.
I like Lando in the new trilogy. The original trilogy. I like Lando in the Han Solo movie enough. I don't really love him like everyone seemed to. He was literally... You could take him out of the sequel trilogy and you wouldn't even notice.
Yeah.
You had to think about it for a second. Like,
I edited him out in my brain.
Yeah, well, great. Cool. Looks cool, though. This next thing, Star Wars Visions, a collection of 10 short films celebrating the galaxy through the lens of the world's best anime creators and offering a fresh and diverse cultural perspective to Star Wars. The films will be created by leading Japanese anime studios.
I think this would be great, period. That's it.
Only one force in the universe could bring Nicholas Koss to watch anime. And it's finally coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. Have you felt it?
You just go with the lines.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited about this. I think it's going to be dope. Isn't there already a kind of anime-esque animation type of thing for Star Wars on YouTube?
I think it's called Galaxy of Adventures or something, and that's just like short little montage-y animated stuff. Yeah,
right.
I'm not really sure I'd call it anime.
Okay,
but yeah, this seems really cool. I'm excited about it. Honestly, the only thing is, well, since it's a Disney property now, and they have like a million eyes on it, I'm sure it won't end up anywhere near as like awkward and weird as like Love, Death, and Robots or whatever that Netflix series.
I didn't watch that.
That anthology series. Yeah. I just feel like it has potential to be bad as well, story-wise.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it will be.
Yeah, no, but I'm excited to see like some traditional like anime story arcs.
Yeah,
invested in Star Wars.
I think no matter what the story is, the visuals are going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Aura Jedi. Did I do it right?
No.
Piggybacking off of that, a droid story is a different. I think it's a. So it's a hybrid of animation and visual effects. It's going to be an epic journey, introducing a new hero to be guided by the beloved droid duo R2D2 and C3PO on a mission known only to them. That sounds interesting. Like, I don't know.
I'm sure it'll look good.
It seems like it's going to be cool. Hybrid of animation and visual effects. What the fuck does that mean?
It's just that, like a lot of the dialogue is just going to be purely like blah, blah, blah.
So much sand.
But yeah, no, I'm down to watch it. I think it'll look good. That is my opinion.
Yeah, that seems like it'll be cool.
It's two of our favorite characters of all time, ever. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it. But it's like
name a more iconic duo.
I mean, would it kill you to take a few more risks here? I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I think they are taking some risks with some other stuff. So, I mean, they're supposed to be introducing a new character, it seems, with these guys. Maybe it's going to be this, like, mysterious new plot point that has never been revealed. That just sounded so terrible.
Do you think that it would be better if it was like BB-8 and that one new one,
not.
DL or D10?
Oh,
Dio?
Because I like him.
Dio.
I like them both, but I would not really want to see this series with them and one other person.
Babu Frick.
Hey.
I don't like the idea of some new character stealing our guys' gravitas for us to like them, but I don't know. This one just makes me negative.
Yeah, I suppose. I guess for me, it's like they've shoved R2D2 and C3PO into like everything Star Wars known to man. So I guess the not their legacy, but their like integrity has been kind of degraded for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
But yeah, no, I think it'll be cool. What about the Rian Johnson trilogy? Is that ever gonna happen?
When I was posting something for Ewok Talk the other day, I was tagging not Ryan. I was using Rian Johnson as a hashtag, and it still says like the autocomplete is still like Rian Johnson sucks or Rian Johnson still sucks, and I'm like, you guys are stupid.
Rian Johnson still sucks.
And
wow.
It's like, yeah. So I
hope he doesn't like let any of this shit get to him.
I think he has a really good sense of humor about it.
I hope so. Yeah, because like people go real hard at that guy.
Yeah, I mean, without any other information besides that he's directing it, I'm afraid this one is really just like a black box. I mean, is it gonna be 10, 11, 12?
No.
No, they would never do that.
No. They said
maybe they'll do that.
Even way back when they at first announced this, they had said that it was going to be completely disconnected from the Skywalker saga crap.
I think that, like, I don't think they need to give him a trilogy. I think he just needs one movie for him to, like, demonstrate his own shit, and then if we continue to like it, he can make more movies. But right now, it's just like, why are we assigning trilogies to people?
Yo,
yeah, that was yourself. A big move. So here's my hot take. If this does happen, it's going to be great. So Rian Johnson is going to do what everyone has wanted this whole time for a long time, and he's going to make all these haters, like, he's going to make their peepees go back inside their body, and they're going to be scared that they ever made fun of him.
Retractable penis.
And
that's me.
No, I'm just joking. But I mean, like, I think what would be amazing in my mind is if he made a really compelling trilogy that was actually set in the heights of that like High Republic era that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That would be amazing. Or like, I don't know if the High Republic, how many Sith are around, but like if his trilogy was set during like the big like Jedi Sith wars, like that would be incredible.
Yeah, I really think I want him to have this. That's my opinion. I want him to have this, and I want him to be able to prove all these motherfuckers wrong. Who are like, look what he did to JJ's movie.
Maybe he'll just do like a Knives Out, but in Star Wars.
That'd be kind of cool.
Whoa. Don't even joke about that. I'm still waiting for the Knives Out trilogy, and that better get done first.
Have you seen Knives Out?
Yeah.
Why would there be a trilogy?
Another murder. Another murder.
There's been another murder.
Oh my god.
There's been a murder.
But yeah.
Seriously, like 5 seconds after the last movie.
No, honestly though, that'd be really fun. I'd be so down to watch like a Knives Out Star Wars story. Like, sure, give it to me.
Star Wars murder mystery.
Just like have all the same actors return, but just dress it up like Star Wars and do a new murder mystery. Yeah, I guess so. Kevin Feige is also going to be doing a film, which, sure, that sounds fine. I don't know anything about him, really. I know he's been really integral in the Marvel.
I feel like he has so much on his plate for Marvel. You know, there's so much stuff for Marvel that's coming out. Just like, you should focus on that, man. And then,
maybe he's handing it over to someone else, you know?
I don't know. I looked at his IMDb. There's a lot of stuff coming out where he's like a part of it.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, I don't know, man.
I don't know how much he does, though, like in terms of...
I mean, he's a producer, so...
Right.
You know.
I think I thought his role for the Marvel Cinematic Universe was basically just big picture overseer of stories, you know?
I don't know. I don't know what a producer does.
Yeah, let's... Mo, what's a producer?
It's that movie with Woody Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Woody Allen? Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks, yeah.
Well, I would like to submit for your consideration on this film, no opinion. So there you go. Because I don't know who Kevin Feige is. I don't know what he does for a living.
You know who I know even less about? This last guy who's J.D. Dillard. No idea who that guy is.
I know he played a stormtrooper.
Oh.
In Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, cool.
But you don't know that.
Yeah, he could have his friend playing it the whole time.
Yeah, his other credits I don't really know what Slight is, Sweetheart, The Outsider.
Yeah, I
haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I have no idea how I would feel about that guy's stuff. So I mean, like,
I hope
that's cool.
Yeah, just good luck. Like, I hope it goes well. Because I don't
we'll
have any opinion, yeah.
I actually really hope he goes to climb to be, like, the greatest villain in the Star Wars whatever, like Kathy did, so we can look back on this and be like, oh, you're so innocent. And JD ruined Star Wars.
J.D. Dillard is the new Kathleen Kennedy.
It starts here.
Mike Zero's going to start making videos about that guy.
Fans are saying J.D. Dillard.
Everyone knows that J.D. Dillard came in and ruined the Star Wars franchise. All right. I mean, I just want to say, after getting through that entire list, yeah, there's too much Star Wars coming out.
I don't think this podcast is ever going to end.
There is too much Star Wars. All right. Let's head over to Mo with the latest around the galaxy.
Hey, everybody, a beautiful day here in Tatooine as we get ready for the start of the Boonta Eve Classic. We've got all your favorites here, Sebulba, Fode and Bean, and, what's that? Looks like one of those slaves is going to take over for his, what do you make of that, Toby? You don't say. Yeah, I didn't think slaves made good pod racers anyhow. You sand people say the darndest things.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, good one, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mo. Wow, cool. That's cool. The Boonta Eve is going on right now, huh? Mos Espa pod race. That's
Just
nice.
Hopping around time, man.
That is really cool stuff. My favorite part was when you said Fode and Bean. Firstly, as if they're pod racers.
Oh, they were. You got it. You win the prize.
And,
you're the biggest fan.
It was a test. Congratulations.
Those guys are the two-headed announcer of the pod race.
Show him what he's won, Diana.
and also the guy's name is Bede, not Bean.
I'm going to kill myself.
I'm just saying, if you're going to report across the galaxy, do your research.
At 3:35 in the morning.
No one forced him to do this at 3:35 in the morning. I'm just saying now.
They beat me until I do it. My dreary eyes look over the Boonta Eve Classic Wikipedia, and I saw Sebulba hyperlink, and I saw Foden being hyperlink. And I was like, all right, yeah.
Got it.
This is right before you passed out on your bed. Okay, well, that was a good segment, Mo. Thank you. All right, moving along, our Fast and Furious background hero of the week is Rats Terrell. Rats was an Alina pod racer pilot who became one of the most famous members of his species. He participated in the Boonta Eve race, piloting his Volkov Strude Titan 2150 pod racer. Unfortunately, his accelerator jammed, which caused him to crash into stalactites in the Laguna Caves. Rats was the only casualty in the race, and his whole planet mourned his death. If you still don't know who Rats Terrell is, he is most identifiable by this sound clip. right before he blows up. This is one of my favorite pod racers, especially when I was little. Some fun facts about Rats Terrell. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it's shown in the deleted scene that his whole family attended
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. I was like, wasn't his family there to see this?
Yeah. Mo, you should watch this. There's a deleted scene where his wife and his 3 kids are just like on the sidelines like, woo! And they're like, oh, his whole family came out today, and we just heard Mrs. Terrell is just out of the hospital, so we wish her and her family good luck in today's race.
And he's the only casualty.
Yeah.
Did you start this by saying a fun fact? Because holy crap.
I did. And well, that's the thing is like, I was thinking about this last night, and I was like, yeah, that quote unquote deleted scene has to just have been like a joke thing a morbid joke thing they threw in when they were like doing the edit of the film. And they were like, that was never going to be in it, right? Because that is terrible.
It's too much.
Why would you do that? Rats Terrell isn't really that, he doesn't have an abundance of action figures, but they did make a couple of like these little cool action fleet micro machines of his pod racer, one of which I have and I love. They finally made like an action figure of the character as part of the vintage collection, which is cool. The only other thing of note is that his pod racer is one of the ones that you can play as in the episode 1 racer game, which was recently ported to the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So go on and go play your favorite pod racer, Rats Terrell, today.
Who's your favorite pod racer?
Rats Terrell.
Maybe Odie Mandrell, I don't know.
Nevakey.
Nevakey.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about Nevakey? He went missing during the race.
Yeah, we hung out.
No, but it's weird. He went missing and was like, he never like came back.
That's a great way to get away with a galactic crime.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so Rats was the only casualty of the race,
Mm-hmm.
and Nevakey just disappeared forever. But like, was never confirmed to be dead or anything. Which
He's
is
like
weird.
the DB Cooper of Star Wars.
But I guess that's all we gotta say about that. Love that guy. Rats Terrell, everybody.
Rats Terrell. I'm glad that you guys knew.
Amazing.
Let's move on to These Are the Droids You're Looking For. We're on the hunt for bizarre Star Wars merch here at the Ewok Talk podcast. I don't know if we've ever said this, but if listeners have found weird things that they want to bring to our attention, please send them along to our Instagram or our email or, wherever you can reach us. Telephone, fax,
Second telephone.
AOL,
Second AOL.
Yahoo.
That notebook in Harry Potter
G-chat.
where you can write down and it shows up.
Yeah, on our skin. So, there you go.
Okay, yeah. So who wants to go first?
I can go first. So, if you know me, you know that I spend a lot of time on the internet looking at random shit. And I just so happen to stumble upon these really, really cool umbrellas.
Oh, those look terrible.
It's from Heroes and Villains. They have like a special like licensing thing with like Star Wars, I guess. And they made these really awesome umbrellas. One that is in the shape of Boba Fett's helmet. And they also have one that is even better. A Rebel pilot helmet.
Who would use that and not be embarrassed?
These are sold out. They're both sold out.
They're sold out?
Yeah, they're both sold out. So there's that.
Well,
but yeah, people like. Would you like a better?
What website is that on?
It's Heroes and Villains.
Gotcha.
That's like my main thing with people. Like people get like licensing for these big licenses essentially, and they make the dumbest shit. So yeah, just like come on, fellas.
I would get Nick the Boba Fett umbrella,
and I would be mad,
but secretly happy.
They just look stupid, and I thought it was. I was like, why did someone make this?
I agree.
Okay. Well, it's funny.
Mo wants them, so he's not really like.
Mo's like, hey, yeah, they're dumb.
It kind of ties into what my object is. So it's funny because you thought that was dumb, and it is dumb. It looks dumb, and I agree. But there's one advantage it has over what I'm about to show you right now. So my object is Kylo Ren luggage.
Oh, dude, yes.
We'll post it on the Instagram.
Kylo Ren luggage.
It is his helmet stretched out to be the size of a suitcase.
Can you show it to me again?
That's the worst.
Sure. And the handle,
worst.
the handle is his lightsaber going into his head. Yeah.
I kind of like the lightsaber thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I think it's an interesting idea just on the theme, but it's like the least threatening thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's funny
my
because
gosh,
I
yeah.
actually think that's the thing that started the... Because someone was
Concept?
like, yeah, Kylo Ren's lightsaber, yo, that looks like a suitcase handle that we make. Ha, 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 ha. And then they had to come up with the rest, which was apparently stretching his entire head out to the size of a suitcase.
Right.
Here's my thing. This is dumb, and Diana's thing was dumb. But the difference here is this costs $260.
What?
It's a $260 suitcase.
Why?
So let me get this right.
260? Why?
Someone out there is spending $260 to get a suitcase that looks like a Star Wars character, but not the obvious and memorable one. Like R2-D2 would be an obvious suitcase choice.
Right.
So you're getting that to show what? To show that you're a Star Wars fan, right?
Sure.
So the only people that you're showing this to are people you don't know at the airport. So what are they going to do? Start a conversation with you about? No. So everyone knows that's unrealistic. So here's the most likely outcome. You are spending $260 to get a chuckle out of your friends when you meet them at the airport. A chuckle you might not even get if you're late to the airport. So it just seems like a tremendous waste on this guy's part.
I'm just saying I would spend a lot of money for a joke. That is not a good enough joke, because then it's something I own.
The thing is, like, that could only be a joke gift if you're an adult or something. And like, if you're buying that for a kid, no one's gonna spend $260 on that thing. And like you said, luggage is primarily stored away.
Yeah.
So like, what is the purpose? That's baffling.
At least it rains more than you take flights to Chicago or something, right? At least you
Depends
pop
on the
out
person.
the umbrella, the Boba Fett umbrella, more often than you pop out the Kylo Ren
It's
suitcase.
so big, though.
Yeah, both of those are terrible. I actually have a useful item. You've heard of Lego Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard of the Dark Lord of the Sith,
Mm-hmm.
Darth Vader. You've heard of flashlights.
Yeah.
Flashlights.
Yeah, no, I heard you.
Yeah, you know those minor like flashlights that you put on your head, on your forehead. This is kind of what that is, except they did it in a baffling way where I will pass it around. There's 3 images here, so scroll through. What they decided to do is put the flashlights in this Lego Darth Vader's feet, and then you strap it to your head to presumably read books at night or something, or go into little cubby holes as a kid.
Why?
Who the fuck thought of that?
Why is it in his feet? I
don't know. Why isn't it just like maybe a light with his helmet attached, but like it's in his feet?
Well, so why would you tie it to your head?
They're putting this whole Darth Vader guy on your head, and it's not that small. It's pretty big.
No, it's actually kind of large.
And honestly, I think it's about 20 years since kids have been staying up late reading a book instead of like on an iPad or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also true. Like what? That's that. At least it's more useful though than the other two things.
It is on sale.
This is the thing. This one is, it seems to me like...
Yeah. How many
kids-
reviews does it have? Let me see. 10 reviews.
10 reviews. Well, this one's for kids, right? And so...
It's only $17.99 if you want to pick yours up today. Only 6 left. Buy soon.
They only made 7.
This is what makes it good merch. IMO. It's for kids. It's dumb. It's something that folks see and they're like, here you go. I think that's a great idea. I want to invest in this company, Nick.
I think it's silly enough and cheap
Perplexing.
enough for it to be a product that I could see someone buying. The things that we showed, there's no reason why you would purchase those things.
Right.
Yeah, we win the merch competition. Show us what we won, Nick.
There's no winners here. There's only losers. I think that's it. That's all for our droids segment. Those were not what we were looking for, and I don't think anyone else should ever search that stuff up. But if you want to see images or videos, please check out the Instagram. You'll see the funnies. We got lots of funnies there.
We have some like really good funnies lately. I
Got
will
some
say.
good posts on that Insta account.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
I'll check out the Facebook one too.
You sign big doo-doo because it's time for some Bombad fan mail.
You telling me you just used the first one?
Yeah, that's good. If you have a Star Wars question you need answered, comment down below, send us a message or an email to talkewok@gmail.com to be featured in our next episode. This week's question comes from Yeah360, longtime fan of the pod, first time question.
First time Riddler.
Yeah.
He asks, do you see the CIS's reasons to leave and attack the Republic just? As it's shown in the books, when Anakin slaughtered the CIS leaders, all they wanted to do was be left alone and were just listening to Palpatine's orders to the ultimate goal of ending the war, since their main claim was to leave because of the corruption. Also, second question, do you think Dooku was a true Sith, or just using dark side abilities for the goal of proving the Jedi that their path was wrong, since in Episode 2, he tried to warn Obi-Wan of Order 66 and asked him to join him to destroy the Sith?
I'd like to go first. No, and no.
Woo!
And that's all I have to say.
So you don't think Dooku was a true Sith?
I think that he had ulterior motives. And that's as far as I'm willing to go into these questions.
No, tell us what you think about the CIS.
The cis.
Those clankas.
I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to that part, man. I just didn't. Sorry.
Well, not a friend.
All right. So what do you think, Mo?
No, you go first.
Oh,
Second.
well,
Sorry.
let's just talk about the CIS stuff first, right? It's hard to say whether I think like the CIS were just and like what they were trying to achieve. I kind of do think that like they had reason to want to leave the Republic from what we see in many episodes of the Clone Wars, where the Republic doesn't really care about smaller systems, or, you know, a lot of people get kind of like unprotected or left out of the thought, or even seeing in, you know, the Phantom Menace with Naboo. It's like they weren't doing shit about that.
Sound like a little bit of a traitor, bro.
Little bit of a separatist.
Well, I mean, look, they weren't doing shit about it, but they had no military as per the Rusan Reformation. Boom, got that.
Wow,
You hear
cool.
that, Yeah 360?
Wow, look at this lore master. I mean, I guess it's like the Jedi Order at that point was more like the policing system, right? So shouldn't they have sent more Jedi to the planet to break up the trade dispute?
It was supposed to be a negotiation. I don't know.
The negotiations were short.
Okay, so you're saying, are they justified or not?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so why aren't they justified?
Well, I don't. I just think their end goals seem to be just by what we've seen. Like, I'm still unclear about what their end goal is supposed to be. It just seemed like tyranny. They're just occupying worlds with robotic armies and enslaving people, it seemed, you know? So it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, they had some good reasons for leaving the Republic.
They're no rebellion.
No, if they wanted to just separate from the Republic and just be their own entity, then I would say, yeah, they have just reasons, because, yeah, the Republic doesn't really represent the whole of its people very well. For what their end goal seemed to be, no.
I have prepared a statement on the CIS situation.
Yeah.
All claims of self-rule by the Confederation of Independent Systems are essentially meaningless to me when the Trade Federation is the one that sparked a military crisis on the planet of Naboo in order to bully them into an unfair trade agreement. The Republic may be corrupt, but this level of brazen militarism by a corporation, in my eyes, disqualifies the justifications of the CIS.
Yeah, that's basically what I said.
And actually, yeah.
Democracy cannot stand if we allow megacorporations to act this way towards people. I'm Bernie Sanders.
Well said, Mo. Well said. The second part of the question is a little harder to answer, I guess, because like I do think Dooku is a true Sith Lord, because essentially that's what a Sith is. It's a fallen Jedi who disagrees with the philosophies of like the Order and uses their emotions, their passion, their hate, ultimately to just like their main goal is to have power, you know, and It's not like Dooku was like, oh, Obi-Wan, we'll destroy the Sith and the galaxy will be cool, yo. It's like, Obi-Wan, like,
Help
maybe
me,
you'll
yeah.
be my Sith Padawan, and we'll kill the Supreme Chancellor, we'll take over the galaxy.
Yeah, I think that's really what I meant. I meant when I said ulterior motives, I think that he doesn't necessarily subscribe to what the Sith is defined by someone else, but I think it's something that he would like to define himself, I guess.
I disagree with both of you guys, and I've prepared a statement. You know, based on what you said, I don't think that anyone who has an ideological disagreement with the Jedi is a Sith. Like, Dooku is a member of the Lost 20. None of those guys went on to become Sith, even though they did have real ideological differences with the Jedi Order, and I sympathize with that because they are too cozy with the Republic. I do believe Dooku used the Sith and the CIS and the Clone Wars in order to further his own political ambitions rather than any commitment to faction or ideology. And the linchpin for me is the hate part. I don't think Dooku was filled with hate. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because I've only seen like X, Y, and Z Clone Wars episodes and the movies, but I don't think it's hate that's driving him. And more importantly, I think he signed up with the CIS or whatever before he knew Palpatine was a Sith. So I think it is more of a political motivation here than one ideological. Oh, and lastly, he does not support the Sith imperative, which was the thing where they're going to take over the Galactic Republic, which is the thing that they did. Take over the Republic, make it a Sith Empire, set forth by Darth Bane.
Okay. Yeah, I like your points. I think you made some good points there, but I will say I believe that he was definitely in league with Sidious before the formation of the Separatist Alliance, because I think that's the only reason he did that.
Well, the most important argument no one's even mentioning, that he has a red lightsaber and uses lightning. So, I mean, those are just
right,
dead giveaways.
Right. I think I kind of like agree with both of you in that. Like, I think he's a Sith, but kind of in his own way. He's not really...
He's not like other Siths.
He's not as aligned with the Sith like philosophies, but
That
yeah,
doesn't,
he's definitely a Sith.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's not a Sith. More so that he wants to take that idea or whatever and manipulate it to further his own shit, which I feel like is more evil. So if anything, he's the most Sith.
Oh,
That's exactly what a Sith would do.
Who said the Sith are evil? Now you guys are showing your bias. There's a real anti-Sith bias going on over here.
I also just wanted to briefly mention that I don't know if you can make a strong argument for Dooku not really being a hateful person and using that as a weapon, since he kind of makes fun of Anakin for exactly that reason of when they're fighting in Revenge of the Sith, they are locked in saber combat, and he's like, you have hate, you have anger, but you don't use them.
That's a good point. It's a very Sithy line coming from him. Mm-hmm. But I will also say the first thing he does is like make himself, I mean, you could say Palpatine made him do it, but he made himself like the Supreme Chancellor of the Siz.
The Siz.
The Siz. It was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think he's not a true Sith, but,
yeah, sure.
You know, that's because I like Dooku.
That's interesting. You know, yeah, I mean, it's definitely more interesting to like look at it from more ambiguous philosophy.
Yeah, my out there analogy, the Sith are to Dooku what the occult was to Hitler. That analogy only lasts for 10 seconds before you look at it too closely, so let's move on.
All right, let's move on.
Count Doo-Doo.
That got you?
That has to be the episode name.
That
has to be the episode name. Count Doo-Doo.
No. Count Doo-Doo. No. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Ewok Talk to become part of the tribe. If you want to see more of my content, you can follow me at Bobby_Futt on Instagram or Maladaptive Films on YouTube.
If you want to see more of my things for some reason, you can follow me on Instagram at BitterBaguette, and then on YouTube, I'm Bitter Peaches.
You can keep up with my personal life on Instagram at TheYoung, YUNGRAJ, and follow Ewok Talk on Facebook, and actually unfollow them on Instagram. Go to Facebook. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
That's great. Good job, Mo. You're really good at promoting your content.
I'm Count Dooku. I'm using this for my own ambitions.
So that was another episode of Ewok Talk. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, nub nub.